Hey guys, and welcome back to the Restaurant and Bar Marketing Podcast. This is your host, Erik Shellenberger from Los Angeles, California. So today I've got this is an interesting and hilarious account of one of those nightmare reviewers we get through Google and Yelp, but of course the complainers love to go to Yelp. So this whole thing is going to be on one particular person. Not sure if it's a guy or a girl, but I'll show you the details and why, kind of the things we can do to combat this stuff and what these people are trying to do. So this person went on Yelp and trashed one of my clients who it's my job as reputation management to respond to their reviews and to figure out what's really going on, what's behind the review. If we can help them out, if we screwed up, then we'll own it and we'll make it right within whatever that may be. So this reviewer reviewed a place called La Antica Pizzeria da Michelle in Hollywood, California. And they're one of my best clients. They have so many reviews, it's ridiculous. They're probably my number one highest review volume client. So, which is an awesome thing. That is so good for everything. It's good for the Google search algorithms. It's good for AI. It's good for everything because all these AI computers and Google knows that it's a very popular place. People are going there a lot. They're very opinionated about it. Most reviews are amazing. So that really helps our ranking. And that really does help bring new people in the door. So overall review volume is huge. May 21st, we get a review. Okay, so this is a very typical profile from the serial complainer. Like the guy with a gazillion one-star reviews, has nothing good to say about anything. Everybody screws it up, that guy. No profile photo. The name is all lowercase ALWX ... from San Francisco, California. So I know now reading these reviews, this person now lives in LA, in probably my neighborhood or somewhere around here. So it's a very vague on purpose. These people have the same exact approach. They don't put their real name down, or they abbreviate it, or they put a false name. No profile photo. If they do have a profile photo, it's a cartoon character or some sort of meme. It's never them. So they're hiding behind this as much as they can. And so this particular person, these numbers are probably going to change there because they're always adding one-star reviews to their account. So right now, they have 39 reviews total on their account. 37 are one-star. So this is the kind of guy who is probably really, really loves complaining and loves to let people know how much worse they're doing than he is, or she is, or whoever. So I kind of went through all these, and people like this just fascinate me because I don't know how somebody is that negative and how you can possibly have 37 different awful, life-changing, terrible experiences all back to back all the time. So this is one of those people that, and I say these in my books, that generally the one-star review crowd aren't really looking for something for free. They're not looking for a handout, and they just had a bad experience. This is an exception. This person is absolutely looking for free food. They're looking for as many handouts as they can get, as many refunds as they can get. On May 28th, this person left a review for La Antica in LA. Our pizza is generally soggy, which is a quote from Francesco, the owner, which is absolutely not true because I was involved in the entire process. I've never heard a pizza guy say pizza is supposed to be raw and soggy until going to this place. Disgusting pizza. Tried to make me remove my review. Be careful. The owner makes his employees and friends give 5-star reviews, but keep scrolling and you'll see the 1-star reviews everywhere that he tries to hide down the list. Won't be back. Okay, so none of that is true, obviously. I think the public at large probably understands it. Okay, that's probably not the case. But a lot of these places I'll get to in a second that he's reviewed, they don't respond because I think they're so irritated with this guy that they don't. Number one, nobody's going to want this guy back in. None of these responses are going to say, please come in, we'll make it right. Nope. This guy is not welcome. And so he tries La Antica again on September 28th. He says, tried it again. Sorry, this is marked September 28th because he keeps updating his reviews, but this one is actually done it was done weeks ago. So he says, tried it again, but was soggy and undercooked. The employees post the 5-star reviews to hide the bad reviews. I feel bad for everyone like me who experienced the same thing just to be yelled at by the owner. Very unwarming place. Unwarming. Glad I'm not the only one who has this horrible experience. So this guy always tries to rally everybody behind him and say, "Oh, it's obvious. It's not just me. Everybody has the same experience," which again is not true at all. He posts 3 pictures of probably a pizza from the next morning. His pictures are all terrible. He'll tear the food apart. He'll wait hours and hours until it's sitting in a to-go container. Most of his orders, I think all these orders are to go for the most part. So they can't, he really, there's not a lot of accountability because it's a to-go order and he'll complain hours or days later. But at that point, there's nothing they can do. So he does this on purpose. Our response to this guy, this was the only response out of his 37 1-stars that was like this. So I talked through this with management, and we came up, both of us came up with this response, which I think is amazing. And I think people like this need to hear this. And this is a rare occurrence that we would do something like this because we don't get this gnarly all the time. Once we both came up with this one and they were okay with it, I was okay with it, and we decided this guy, it's something that needs to be said, and the public reading this stuff needs to hear this. So here it goes. Hey, Alexander Mendoza, which we found out from his, oh, there we go. That's his name. So we found out through his online order that his name was Alexander Mendoza, which of course he hides from the public. So we posted his name, and it's public knowledge, so no big deal. Hey, Alexander Mendoza, thank you for talking to us over the phone. As I mentioned, we can't give refunds directly because your order was through a third-party delivery platform. All of our customers in the past have understood this basic concept, but somehow it escapes you. You then demanded a refund immediately, or you would get all of your friends to also leave us negative reviews, which has already begun, by the way. We took your Yelp profile, and I've got to say, I've never seen a Yelp page with 22 reviews, all 1 star. So at the time, this was not that long ago, he had 22 1-star reviews. Now he's up to 37. I don't think you understand basic human manners. Until this day, please don't return or place any future orders. Thank you. So we called him out in public. I don't even know if he's going to care about this, but at least the public reading that knows this guy is a serial complainer. He's going to try to get something for free. And he basically told them over the phone that he wants a full refund. And they said, well, it's a third party. We all know third-party delivery refunds go through the third-party app. They do not go direct to the restaurant. I think the public at large knows that. This guy, I'm pretty sure, knows that, but he's starting to use threats. And he's starting to get threatening a 1-star review, which I think he would have done. Well, he did. He updated his reviews. He already left a 1-star review. So that's his approach. And you can see on a lot of these other ones, his approach is very similar. He just reviewed Boa Steakhouse in Hollywood, which is a couple days ago. And this is his normal formula. And it says, pretty expensive for purple dry steak. Haha, Ruth Chris is better now. I don't know what happened to this place. Not even the mac and cheese was good. And he gives a picture of a steak in a styrofoam to-go container. So if you know Boa Steakhouse in West Hollywood, it's really, really good. It's as expensive as LA gets. It's as good as it gets. It's a top-notch place. I absolutely love that place. That was his most recent one. We go down to Wood Ranch in Burbank. Okay, one thing is his grammar and punctuation is so bad. I'm going to stumble through these because it's so hard to read when he writes this poorly. You eat like a plain baked potato, ? Why did you serve me a $60 meal with a potato and no sour cream, onions, or chives? No butter, ridiculous, use your brain, your policy going to save America. He mentions this is America and you're going to save America and America's gone down the tubes. And if this is America, who knows? Cold, gross ribs, cold, stale chicken, soggy rolls. What happened tonight? I guess I'll throw away the $60 and go to In-N-Out. Thanks for the horrible experience. Again, a photo of a plain potato in saran wrap in a styrofoam to-go container. We all know that they gave the toppings on the side so it wouldn't get soggy. And I'm sure they're in different to-go ramekins. And I'm sure this is far from the truth of how this went down. This place probably did a great job of the delivery. Here's what I don't like, is they respond to the review and they say, hello, ALWX. We're sorry to hear about your experience. If you would send us the following information, we'll look into your issues. And then they have a bunch of bullet points here. Wood Ranch location, date of order, approximate time, all items ordered, method used to pay, check number, our team member's name, your phone number, your address, other relevant information. Nobody's going to do that. That's an awful response, because that's so much work on their end. Now they have to fill out an application. They have to provide all this. Yeah, they're out. And it's a copy and paste response. It's a terrible approach. Anybody, again, I don't say to respond to reviews for the sake of the author of the review, especially not in this case. But if we're given these reviews or these responses for the general public to listen to, then allow me to stop my phone from ringing. So if the general public is reading these, that's really, really obviously a copy and pasted response. It's not genuine, it's not authentic, and it's asking way too much of the customer. So instead of giving something like that, if you know what happened, mention what happened. If it's your fault, cool, own it. And hey, so sorry about that. Come back in, ask for me. I'll be happy to take care of you. So the next one is the carving board in Hollywood. I'm not sure where this place is, but I'm going to go to all these places and give my business because they do not deserve this person. One of the cooks here squirts oil on the bread and doesn't even toast it. $30 for soggy oil bread. Welcome to America. Thanks for nothing, chef. I'm sure your swag level is on 2,000% outside of working at carving board. Someone needs to take that bottle of oil away from you chefs in California. Squirting oil on meat is very unhealthy and tasteless. Just learn to cook it right and contain moisture. Again, a very unappealing looking piece of some sort of food in a to-go container, probably taken the morning after. This place is called, I've never heard of this place, but I almost say they don't have the name right. It's called And Waffles. So like the ampersand and the word waffles in Woodland Hills. This is the 1-star review. No silverware, no salt and pepper on to-go orders. $25 for eggs to eat with my hands. Do I really need to call every time and ask for silverware in all caps? Prices went up when portions went down. We all know this is the prices are probably way, way off what he really paid. If they forgot silverware, cool, it happens. People forget silverware a lot, and people forget to add extras into the bag. Whatever, it happens. So call a place, ask them politely, figure it out. But this guy is dying to go to Yelp and leave a 1-star review. So he was probably pretty stoked that happened, if it even happened at all. Five Guys in Northridge. If you don't want to work here, then don't work here. Some of these employees must forget their job is to flip burgers, not to act too cool, in quotes, to work. LMAO. Get the grill hotter. You're scared to cook the burger? This tasted slowly warmed up beef. Gross. No char on it at all. Gray cooked burger. Gray tasting. Horrible. Disgusting for $20. You can't avoid work. Grow up and get into it. From the looks of other reviews again, his grammar's awful. From the looks of other reviews, I'm right on point. Kids managing kids. 2024, bunch of low IQ people everywhere. Okay. Follows it up with equally disgusting looking old food wrapped in to-go containers. So this one could have easily been flagged and removed for the last sentence. 2024, bunch of low IQ people everywhere. That is a personal attack. It's a personal insult geared at the staff. You could flag this one on Yelp and get that one removed immediately. So Five Guys, I would think, would have people that were doing that kind of thing, but they need to really get that one removed. Okay, Calif Chicken Cafe, CALIF, like California Chicken Cafe, West Hills in Chatworth. They have one door open, so everybody crowds the front trying to order, breathing on each other, passing COVID to one another. By the way, this was posted in August of 24. So, really weird line. You walk in, past everyone in line, order, then past everyone in line. They completely do not use the place how it's designed. Whatever's the best for employees, I guess. Customers get the table seating with hard chairs, no padding. Booths are closed off for employees only. Cushions for employees only. Who cares about the customer? Fire hazard in all caps. One exit in, one exit out. Zombie land in all caps, whatever that means. And he took a picture of the line, and it says, does this look organized to you? I don't know what he's getting at there. This is a very strange one. But, and again, it can't be very accurate at all. And they respond. This is one of the few ones that responds. We appreciate your feedback. We are listening. We apologize this happened. Please check your DMs. So cool that they responded. I like the fact that they DM'd him something and probably offered him a free meal on them or whatever the offer is to get him back in, which they're probably doing that to all the 1-star reviews, which I don't mind that. But number one, again, the fact is we're talking to the public here. The public needs to know, instead of check your DMs, which is whatever the offer is, I know why they did it. It's because they didn't want to say, hey, ask for me, your next meal is on me. So they think everybody reading that is going to be like, oh, damn, I just have to leave a 1-star review and I'll get a free meal. Awesome, I'm going to do that. I've seen that happen once ever. I mean, I'm sure it does happen, but I personally witnessed it one time in the last decade of that actually happening where somebody did that. So I wouldn't be afraid of that. I would have no problem with posting, hey, ask for me, I'll take care of you. You don't have to get specific. Don't say your next meal's on me. Don't say your next anything is free. Just be happy to make this right. I'd love the opportunity to take care of you. That's it. Leave it at that. And they're fine. So who knows what their offer is. But again, that guy is not one you're going to want to get back in the door at all. Eat. Okay, this is Eat in North Hollywood. There's an Eat here in West Hollywood that is, I've never been there, but there's a line out the door every weekend morning. So they must be pretty popular. They must be good. Bland cafeteria food was pretty gross for the price. Waste of money. Spend your money elsewhere. $30 for one slice of bread. Wow, do better. Okay, pretty obvious that they're not charging $30 for one slice of bread. So the guy is completely full of shit in every regard, in probably every aspect of these reviews. Same deal. One piece of toast he's holding up in a to-go container. And now he starts getting into the food poisoning part of his review tirade. The Flying Yolk in Simi Valley, California. Please flip the egg. Egg yolk was cleared this morning and I got sick from it. Not a fun experience. So he says he got sick from pretty much every review from this point on. I'm going to skip forward to a couple of these. I mean, these go on, but a lot of these have great learning examples. Okay, so as we all know, restaurants during peak times may not answer their phone. They're probably not going to answer their phone. They're too busy. They're running around crazy. They don't have somebody dedicated to sitting there waiting for the phone to ring. It's really loud. Chances are you're going to miss calls. It's a fact of life. Of course, if you miss this guy's call, Alexander Mendoza or whatever his name is, then you get a 1-star review. Medici, Neapolitan Pizza, Sherman Oaks. Answer your phone. I want Parmesan cheese. You never answer the phone, so how do we ask for Parmesan? That's his review. Jim's Fallbrook Market, Woodland Hills. Horrible meats and cheeses. Do not get anything here unless you want to get sick. It's old and not fresh. Quarters Korean barbecue in Wilshire Center. Answer your phone, please. I have one question to ask. It will take less than 5 seconds of your time. 1 star. Okay, so here's another one that is an update. He left a review in June of 24. I don't know what happened to this place. It's like they tried to not care about the food they make. That's it, which is insanely vague. It's not helping anybody. He updates the review in June 9th. So he went back a week later. Horrible place to eat. I will not be back. Potatoes were unedible, undercooked and super hard. Eggs were gross. Bacon was undercooked and gross. Pathetic breakfast, waste of money. So that's the one. That's one of those ones that I'm sure he kept doing that until they gave him a free meal. And who knows what happened off the record. But it's just kind of the same old deal from this guy. Over Under Public House in Burbank. Worst fries ever. Soggy and undercooked each time. I don't know how you allow this. Not worth the money. Might as well go to In-N-Out. He mentions In-N-Out a lot. So I don't know why the guy just doesn't go to In-N-Out and get a 5-star meal in his book and be done with it. So why does he even try their spots? Who knows, other than the fact that there may be a free meal in it. I think that's his entire motivation here. Amboy in Canoga Park. Little flies on my burger. No one watches your food as they have it sit for a couple minutes before they serve you. Flies everywhere. Of course, he's got a picture. And the caption says, fly on a burger. Probably ate 3 flies today. It's hard to tell, but it looks like a fruit fly that's on a wrapper and not on any food at all. It's probably on a to-go container. Who knows? But no response on that one. I would have responded to all these, but That one, pretty obvious, I think. Cafe on 27 in Topanga. Food poisoning, won't be back. I ordered the burger medium, and I've been on the toilet ever since throwing up. It was cold and too red. I knew it, but the service was so slow, I just ate it anyway. When I told then I think it meant them, they swapped out for a cold, nasty lobster, which I did not eat. That doesn't make any sense at all. Would have corrected sooner, but no one checked on our meals. Paid $80 for food poisoning, and the server said, well, I still serve you the food. Very unprofessional. Was worth $20 to $30 at most. Okay, so we all know what happened here. He ate the entire thing, and then he complained. And then they said, well, you already ate the entire thing. And then he blamed it on them because he says the service was slow. So that is one we're never going to win. Rocco's Tavern, Studio City. Wings got me sick. Looks old and tasted gross. I shouldn't have ate. My girlfriend hates this place. But you took her there anyway. Okay, this one is confusing. Sherman Oaks Galleria, shopping center in Sherman Oaks. This is not a restaurant. Worst mall around. Better off going to Topanga or Beverly Hills. They also charge $5 to park, no matter if it's 5 minutes or 1 hour. Pretty weird and cheap for this area. So that is incredibly cheap to park for $5 in LA all day, or 1 hour, whatever. But he compliments them and gives them a 1-star review. So yeah, very interesting. He reviews his apartment building twice, and I won't get into this one because it's long-winded, but he does an update, a 1-star review from it for his apartment building, and reviews them again because the trash truck is too loud and it's too close to his window. And as we all know, the apartment building has nothing to do with the trash truck schedule. That is the city, and they could not change it if they wanted to. Let's see, there's a couple other really, really long-winded ones here that are just kind of more of the same. Okay, so this is Costa Grande in Van Nuys. Original review, be careful eating here. Food poisoning, really gross. Hair in my food and pre-cooked steak. Okay, nobody pre-cooks a steak. That's not even a thing if you were trying to save money or time. That just doesn't exist. And then 2 weeks later, he got food poisoning the first time, but he came back 2 weeks later. Tried it again, but meat was burnt. No juice, very dry and disgusting. Waste of money, won't be back. And so 2 attempts at a free meal there. Who knows how that went. Dojo Sushi in Sherman Oaks. Wow, everyone else is right about this place. Gets really rude after 10 p.m. I don't know what that means. They accepted my order at 10:05, then canceled at 10:30, LOL. So I just sat there for 5 minutes for nothing. Now everywhere is closed. Yumi Sushi right down the street is 100 times better than this mid sushi and service. Made me sick to my stomach on toilet for 8 hours. So got sick once again, and he probably attempted to put an online order in. There's something wrong with the platform, or it didn't allow the order to go through. Who knows? So the last one, and these go on and on and on. The last one is for Katana, which is a high-end place in West Hollywood that I've been to before, and I think Katana is amazing. So manager Christy or Rachel, I forgot her name, says it was our fault that her team sat 4 big gentlemen right next to me and my girlfriend. One guy's chair literally touching my girlfriend's chair so she cannot move. There was a whole empty space where they could have been seating with a table in between us like everybody else. Do you like smelling other people while you eat because you are so close? Yes, he was 300 pounds. Then they start talking about women's body parts disrespectfully. I can't even get up to talk to a manager because then I'm leaving my girlfriend alone with these guys. Next time, train your team right and be accommodating. Don't sit 4 overweight gentlemen with their loud girls hovering over us right next to us when there's plenty of tables away from us they could have went. Do better. Yeah, so again, this person does not need to leave the house. This is just Katana's. Their seats are relatively close, but they're, even if the guy was 300 pounds, like he says, it's not that big of a deal, and it's not that close. Again, he's looking for a problem, and he's looking for a reason to where he can go out there and blast them online and to give him a 1-star review. Here's the conclusion: is the people like this that are obviously trying to work restaurants for free food. He wants a free meal, and he's willing to damage our reputation in order to get 1 free meal, which is absolutely insane. He's obviously not a business owner. He probably has no responsibility for himself. He probably has no concept of the damage this does to restaurants when you kick them in the nuts like this. And so the statistic is, it still holds true. Each 1-star review online will cost you statistically 30 customers. So this guy is taking 30 customers away from us because he wants something for free. So, Alexander Mendoza, I hope you stop going out. I hope you stay home and cook the best meals you could possibly cook over and over, and give yourself 5-star service every single night, eating in your miserable, probably studio apartment. So, here's what we can do. The only ammo we really have is when we try to flag these reviews, aside from the couple that are flaggable for the reasons I mentioned. A lot of these aren't flaggable because they're complete bullshit. So Yelp does not allow us to flag something based on false information. So if you go to flag something, the first a reason, there's a list of reasons. The first reason of is it contains false information. If you click, yep, that's what I want to flag it for, it says, sorry, you cannot flag it for false information. This is just, it's not a thing with Yelp. So Yelp publicly sides with the bullshit reviewer 100% of the time. And they say it. They're not trying to hide it. They say, yeah, we're going to allow it. Even if we know it's not true, we're going to allow it. But what we can do is guys like Alexander Mendoza, we can flag his entire account, which is what I've done, which is what I urge other restaurant owners to do. So the Alexander Mendozas of the world will have their entire Yelp account removed. If his account removes, there goes all 37 one-star reviews with it. They get wiped off the face of the earth. So again, on Yelp, this guy is ALWX ... And if you find him, flag his entire profile. Like I'm going to do, I don't know if my wife's account will I can do it through her account as well. So I've already flagged the review personally under the Erik Shellenberger Yelp account, which hilariously enough, my entire personal Yelp account was shadow banned and nobody can see my reviews except me. And get why? Because of review inconsistency, because all of my reviews on Yelp are all 5-star. I'm the opposite of Alexander Mendoza. If I hate a place, I vote with my wallet and I don't go back. But if I like a place, I'm going to go out of my way to give them a 5-star review. So it was full of 5-star reviews. So I get banned and I'm not allowed to have my reviews shown to other consumers because I'm too positive. Alexander Mendoza, no problem. Everybody sees his 37 one-star reviews. Please go on, flag his entire account. Let's get it removed. And I hope Yelp starts to learn from this nonsense that this is costing businesses that are doing a great job. Otherwise, it's costing us all money, actual real money and real customers because of these reviews, because Alexander Mendoza wants a free meal. Okay. So anyway, that's it for now. I hope you get some value out of this, and I hope you don't have any future Alexander Mendozas walking into your place. Thank you very much.